Welcome back, survivors, to 7 Days to Die on Alpha 15. This is episode 51. So, since the last episode, I've taken off. I've left the forges running full blast, so I should go back to a whole bunch of cement, or mix. Where are you? There she is. And other supplies, as well as not having to deal with the screamer. Now, where I am right now is my dirt quarry. If we look on the map here, I've marked it off, and what I do here is I literally dig up this hill, and this is where I've been getting all of that dirt from. Now, as you can tell, I have other supplies I've gotten as well here too, and what I've done to reduce the amount of space needed is I've gone ahead and queued it up in my crafting menu. That way I can carry a lot of it, and when I go back I can empty out my inventory, cancel it, empty out my inventory, and make it in the work tables instead of using up my own crafting menu for the next 2 hours and 15 minutes. That's actually quite a bit of time. But I've gotten enough grass, or dirt, back this time, I think, to go ahead and start more work on the top. I actually ran out of dirt, so I can't do any more up top where the farm is. I'm going to have to come back here quite a few times and keep digging away at this, but it's pretty easy. I just kind of auger away. Occasional screamer, go and smack her up, go and smack up her friends that she calls in, and it's just really no big deal. But since we are out and about, I thought it was a good time to also stop by the trader and see what's going on over there. Now, if I do believe we have to head southwest. Yes. Okay, we gotta head this way to go to the trader and into the snow biome. So I didn't, I believe I'm actually, yes, I'm cold. I'm 46 degrees. Okay, so the snow biomes, I'm gonna have to be quick in because I don't have anything keep me warm other than food, and my food and thirst bars are up anyways, so this is gonna be a little tricky. Well, that's alright, we'll get this figured out. Now I do believe I marked the trader off with that symbol. If we take a look on the map, yes, it's that symbol right there. Okay, cool. So I gotta head towards that little coliseum looking thingy. I guess it more looks like a courthouse or like a some sort of meeting center, I guess. But it stands out from all the other ones. That's why I chose it. Sweet, here we are, and it's daytime too, so this guy won't be kicking me out halfway through our discussion on how I bring in fake money to him. But what I brought this time is a lot of meat stew, because meat stew seems to sell for a lot. So I'm gonna see if he'll buy that, and see if we can't get any steel polish off this motherfucker.
If you break it, you buy it.
Ah, whatever. Freaking guy just talks crap all the time. Okay, cool. So he does have it. They're 227 each. So what I'm going to do is actually sell a bunch of these. Here we go. Oh, they actually don't even sell as well as I thought they would. Hey. Okay, cool. I was like, why is it doing that? It's freaking weird shit. Alright, what else can I sell this guy? Will you buy ground? No, he will not buy ground. But he will buy a can of miso.
Be careful out there.
Oh, holy crap. Hey, buddy. Have you come from shopping too? Ouch. Oh, friggin' Canadians hit like a beast, guys. Like, I swear. These guys are tough as fuck. But they are good. Stupid bleeding effect, too. They are also good for, well, looting, as I get nothing from them. I swear they're good for looting. I'm not lying. I probably should have actually closed that gate. My bad.
Everything's for sale.
Alright, what can I sell this guy?
Like you.
He'll buy that. He'll buy that. He will not buy rotting flesh. That is unfortunate. Cornmeal? Nope. Sand? He will buy sand. This is where I should bring all my sand. There we go. That's huge money right there. So that steel polish is expensive as all hell. Holy crap. And you need 10 of these to do one upgrade. Alright, so we almost got a full upgrade out of that. Holy crap, buddy, you're ripping me off big time. That's why I made it expensive on sham sandwiches as well, too, so you can exploit that. I'll just pretty much sell whatever the hell. Oh, is he done? Oh, wait. Okay. He'll take some of that. Oh, he won't. That's not even worth selling. I can hold on to that. What does he sell? Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna sell him the rest of my gas and just go and do some mining. That's actually that sells for well. If you guys actually know of anything that's really good to sell to the trader, let me know, and I'll make a lot of it because I'm actually not that well versed with the trader. I'll be honest with that one. Why won't you buy these 34 small stones? You asshole! Just want me to leave them in my inventory, don't you? Okay, so let's buy up. I guess the rest of this we can buy up. Isn't that much? Oh, damn it.
Don't let the door hit you on your way out.
Oh my god, I'm having a noob day. Use, get out of the trader and use my freaking damn health kit. Alright, concentrate. We were going for the reinforced steel upgrade. Oh, they sell for 99. Never mind. Why was I thinking 220? See? See how noob I am when it comes to the trader? But whatever. Oh, I did it again. Okay, I'm gonna go just zero out this time. And just buy it up. There we go. Okay, so we got 2.5 worth of upgrade. So I'm gonna have to come back to this guy and find something that he really, really wants. Because all I have in my bike is iron too as well. From the mines. I grabbed some more up.
You wouldn't want to get hurt.
Well, thank you, Trader Jimmy. It's good to know that you care. Cool. So in today's episode, guys, other than my derpiness, we're actually going to be working on my bedroom. We're going to get my bedroom done, like my suite up at the top. I think it's time to take a break from doing the skeleton and start doing some more interior. I'm going to actually use blue drywall blocks, and those are actually quite expensive. If you look up in my crafting menu here, you have blue drywall block. It takes 1 blueberry, 1 wood frame, 2 cloth fragments, and 5 cement. So I'm gonna go make as many as possible to do it because I don't know. I really like the color of the blue opposed to the metal blue block. This one kind of looks a little washed out, and it's a little expensive as well. So I think this one would be a lot more achievable. What I also have to look at is starting to get out of this biome so that I can get warm and making some more cotton. I got to do a cotton farm up top, so I got to do some hoeing as well as some planting. Get some of that done. Oh, sweet! We're out of the bush, or out of Canada, and now we're into the States. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get my inventory, everything organized, get some blue blocks and everything together, and get ready to make the bedroom. So we're gonna take a short break here, and I will see you right back at my base. Good morning, everybody. So we're back. We're looking at the view from what would be the second last floor before the top. I wanted to leave that top floor because it's all wonky. If you guys don't, or if you guys remember the episode where I learned the lesson about the weight of the dirt above it, we had to come up here and do a whole bunch of funkiness. So it'd be super hard to build anything up here that would look good. There'd just be a bunch of poles in the way. But that's okay because we have plenty of floors and plenty of space. None of that is a challenge. But I've gone ahead and got a little carried away and started doing work on my place. Realized it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh, I should probably stop and record. So this is the floor I've done. I've chosen to go white with the floor because I don't want to use mechanical lighting up here. What I want to use is candlelight. I want this whole floor to have this kind of atmosphere around it where it's bright in some spots and then dark in the others. I'm going to be mixing up modern and old and nature. It's going to be a weird mix, I think, but I'm going to kind of flow with it and see what's going on. But what this is going to be is, I guess, the main lobby area, and then what I can actually do over here, because I have so much space, is actually probably make an atrium. I don't know, something cool. I think an atrium would be cool in here. If I just left those in here, I could make a small garden or something down in here. Yeah, I totally just got motivated to do that. That'd be cool. It'd be unnecessary, but I think it'd look pretty swanky to have your own above ground. Whoa, little farm area in here. I'll make it look nice. And this back area is going to be like the living room, hangout area, I guess you can call it. And I still have to throw a kitchen or something in here somewhere. I'm not sure though. We'll figure that one out. Maybe I'll do my kitchen in the atrium. I don't know. There's so much space. Like, look at all this space I got. I can even make this drop down one whole floor and put a kitchen down there and then the atrium on top, kind of. I don't know. It'll be cool to see. I might have to upgrade this a bit though. Definitely, probably, most likely will have to upgrade that pole, but that's okay because we got supplies for days. But I still have a little bit of white blocks to do. I believe I have some in the crafting tables being made. There should be a whole crap load there now. And I gotta finish sealing this off so our zombie friends don't end up getting in here. And I should be able to take this way now too. This will stop them from wandering about on the top floor. 'Cause they'll fall on that and just wander around up there. But okay, good. Got some cleanup done. Definitely don't want to be falling down that way. That's a long fall. That would hurt. That would definitely hurt. If it didn't kill you, it would definitely kill you. But in here is where I'm going to be putting my bedroom. And like I said, I kind of wanted to go with a candle look. So I like the lighting. I think it's really, I don't know. I want to avoid the word, but romantic, I guess you can call it. That's and what I'm going to do up here is probably upgrade these once to wood, just to give it a little bit more of that nature feel. I don't actually have my nail gun or anything on me. It's all above. But I can also extend my bedroom out this way. And you know what? I can actually probably put the kitchen back in these two spaces back here. Because this is sunk back from the side of the mountain, kind of leaning back from where we first started building it. So I can actually use this space. It comes in handy. Now here, what I've done is I've thrown rebar frames in. I don't believe I have to upgrade these. I should be perfectly fine just laying a floor on top of it because I'm doubling up the layer. And these have pretty good hold themselves too. And there's nothing here that's really going to cause a major cave-in. Not like up there where I wanted to be super careful. And I went all out on upgrading it. Wow, that plane sounds like it's literally right above us. Oh, look at that. It is too. And there she goes. Beautiful view. I love it. There's always a sandstorm over on that side of the mountain. It's kind of like the sand just wraps around the side of the Cooney complex. But I still have a lot of work to do here. I still have to go and get some more of this. The white drywall is expensive as well here too. And I'm almost out of cloth fragments. I have a couple more stacks, but you need nitrate powder, which I have a lot of. Wood frames, no big deal. Cloth fragments are the one big thing right now. And cement I need. So I need to go up above, I believe. You know what? Let's go take a look. I should have a whole ton of fertilizer as well too. I have been collecting, or I could make a whole ton of fertilizer as well. I've stashed some in here. There we go. Some rotting flesh. We'll get that going. Definitely need the nitrate powder, and I do believe we need dirt. Oh no. I don't think we have any dirt. Can I cancel some of this? No, that one's all done crafting. Is this one done? No, it's not done. Okay, but oof, that's a lot of space. Dang it. Well, let's go take a look. There should be some dirt kicking around in here. Some plain old dirt. Wow, I don't have plain dirt. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of some of this crap. Metal rivet sheets. I need to make some more of those as well here too. I guess I can get rid of some of these random blocks. And this other dirt I have on me that I don't need. 29 pieces of it. Wow. This is the one thing I hate about renovating or starting a new build is just having a ton of random big blocks on me. I don't really need those. I brought them with me and then I'm kind of like it's too much blue. If anything, I'm going to start throwing some red into it as well too. Just to get the contrast going. Metal rivet blocks, I don't need those. I do need the plates. I tried glass planes. I didn't really like the way they look. And when you go to place these stupid glass panes, you can't see where the damn pane is. Like, you do get a little bit of a shadow, like, but it doesn't really tell you exactly how it's placed, right? Like, I can turn it again, and now it's up top. Like, how's it? I don't even know. There's got to be a way to be able to tell how to do that, but still haven't quite figured it out yet. Hopefully one day they'll fix that. But what I'm going to do here is go ahead, get some fertilizer and shit going, go upstairs, lay out some more of the floor and the floor plan, and go and get some gardening going. Is there any fertilizer in here? There is. Nice. And go and get the garden going and get some cotton going as well too, because yeah, like I said, I'm gonna need that very, very soon. As we build more interior stuff, I'm gonna need a lot more of those supplies. So I will see you guys shortly after this break. And welcome back. So I've spent some time digging around and I got this place to what I want it to be. So the main thing I like about this is how the bed sits. Kind of sits back, and I've gone ahead and kept a natural sandstone background to it and lit it up nicely so that it kind of backlights the bed. And the bed itself is sitting on what essentially looks like a floating platform of the metal rivet plates. And underneath it, what I've done is I've gone ahead and lit it. But now that I'm looking at it, I can actually probably put, oh wait, you know what? I can't put those candles up here because this is sitting in that block. Ah, yes, okay, that's the reason I couldn't hide those candles. Let's put those suckers back. Wow. Alright. If there's a middle one, I would honestly just throw one in there, but it is what it is. And this is all with my headlamp off. Now, it's not exactly nighttime, so... Oh, look at that trophy. Nice. I'm gonna walk around carrying a trophy all the time. I think that's actually kind of cool. But it's not actually nighttime yet, so it's not that dark. But you guys kind of get the idea of how I've done the lighting. Less lighting in the bedroom and more lighting in here. This would be like the change room, I guess. You don't really have to worry about people seeing you from here because, well, I'm all by myself. But it does offer a nice view while you're very naked. A very naked view. I really wish all the little homes and stuff kind of rendered in. Maybe one day they'll do that with the extended terrain. They'll do the extended home base distance. Kind of figure out how they do that. But if it's anything like the render distance, what would happen is even if you destroyed that building, it'd still render in until you got close to it, and then it would be destroyed. Kind of like how the mountain renders still in around the Cooney complex at a distance. But I'm happy with how the room looks. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it looks well? I think it does. I still have a lot of work to do in here, though. This episode's not nearly over. Maybe another break or two. I still have... Ooh, you know what? I'm going to do that right now before I regret that. I'm going to finish filling in this here. So basically, this building's just going to get shower glass for the exterior. So I got to start making this stuff up like crazy, too, anyways. Because I pretty much got the whole face of this side done, so I can actually start facing the side of this build so that you guys can actually get a good look at what the final result may or may not look like. Alright, I got an idea in my head, but it's hard to tell you guys until... I'm more of a visual person. I'd just rather show you once it's all done. But I love the candle lighting, to be honest. How it kind of glows like that. I really wish candle lighting flickered. That would be really cool if you had like a little flicker effect and all the lighting in the room was kind of moving around a little bit. But once again, it's all about performance, right? Now this tree, because I've modded in the ability to make these... Hey, did it take out the block above it? No freaking way. Did it? It looks like it took out the block above it. That's really weird. I'm just looking at that now. Let's go take a look at that. Can you push out blocks with trees? That's new to me if you can. Oh, look at that. It totally did too. It removed the block that was sitting here, and it was a concrete block too. Well, good thing the server's not a PvP server. I just found a way to really easily grief people's builds. Because these things here, you can just build them and place them. Trees don't need the sunlight. Once you place a tree down, it's good to go. The reason I've modded these ones in, because they're easier to get to, right? So... I mean, not easier to get to. They look really nice. They're a nice trim tree that you can do some detailing with. I haven't modded in any of the other trees, of course. If you want one of the big ones, just grow it. You can't grow one of these trees, though. But that's kind of crazy that it takes out the block like that. I'm going to have to remember that. That could destable an entire build in one easy shot. What I should have done with this is maybe move it down one block. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll move it down a block and then fill in that space up there. I did have to come in here and fill in all the rest of the concrete up here because it wasn't done. But it's all nice and dry now, so my bedroom's pretty much done. I'm really happy with this. Tripped out by that. And my cotton, actually, if we have, we still have a few more minutes here, we'll go up top. Now, I did pull a stupid and almost forgot about Horde Night. It was that time the lightning started going. I was like, oh crap, it's Horde Night. We gotta get out of here. So I barely made it down and barely made it back to my day 100 base. But it's nice and close, so that's one of the good things about having it there. Let's check out our cotton. Oh yeah, look at that. Our cotton is good to go. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and make more cotton seeds, of course. Let's get that going. You know what? I should grab some of those too. What can I get rid of here? I have so much junk. The forest flowers. Yes, like the stuff like the forest flowers. I was placing it down in dirt in there, and of course because it doesn't have sun, it would just disappear. It's too bad you can't actually place a block or like a plant like that. Because it's not like I had to grow it, right? I just placed it down. So I hope one day I'll be able to mod that out. Where you can actually like build stuff inside like that. Or place some plants in. Kind of like a potted plant idea. That would be nice to have a pot that you can put any plant you want in, and it would grow inside. Like if you want some of these mums inside, plant it in the pot. A pot. And then you can make a huge indoor farm. That would be pretty cool too. Now I'm just talking and saying things. Okay. 189 cotton. Not too bad. Cotton really multiplies itself quite quickly. So it's I think for every one seed you get 2 back out of it. That doesn't sound right. No, 3. Yeah, for every 1 seed, you get 3 cottons out of it. As long as it's on hoed ground. So you gotta make sure it's all down on here. So I'm gonna go ahead, get this finished up. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna come back to this and do this when it's light out, so I don't get any surprises. I almost ran off this edge once, running from a zombie. I was like, ah, zombie, whoa, edge. Holy crap. It's come close, but I actually have not killed myself on this build yet. Which is actually very, very surprising. I should close that up. What I should actually do is actually make an exit. I'll use this space in here, my atrium, because I'm not going to be putting dirt above these blocks. I still have to make the framework in here for the floors and everything. But I should make my exit up top right in here. Just kind of sneak it in just like that. Just put a block there, and then just keep a frame in it, and with a ladder going up. That could work. I could deal with that. Cool, I'll look into that one, because I don't, the doors and everything, they attract zombies, so I don't want zombies to be attracted to that specific spot to try to get over to where I am. I want them just to run right off that edge and keep going. Which means this is also going to have to be atrium as well here, too. That's going to be a little tricky. Then I'm going to have to go above and put in ramps where it meets up with the dirt so the zombies don't get stuck on the dirt. They just kind of push themselves up the ramp. Okay, mental notes, a lot of work to do. I still have to put in a lot of this floor. I have to go and upgrade that. This is going to be a wee bit tricky. But what I think I'm going to do is go one down, fill in these walls, and then put in the floor down here and keep it like a triple. And then maybe do some, I don't know, 1 floor of plants here, another floor of plants here. Kind of go around in a circle design and then put whatever in between it, like my kitchen and stuff. It's a little hard to explain, but I think it would look cool if it came together. If I was on the right floor here, I'm actually at the top. But if we go look down, whoa, as I was talking about never falling, I almost fell. Next project I have to do is a living room. So I'm going to have to go and get like a whole bunch of furniture and leather together. You know what, actually? Now that I'm looking at this, I want to keep this. I was going to put in a wall here, but I really, really like the sandstone look. And that's a look that, oh shit, that's a look that you cannot replicate. I have not modded in the sandstone block, which I believe you should be able to build the sandstone. If you're able to make like dirt and stuff in the different colors, you should be able to make sandstone as well. Bam, there we go. Okay. And that looks a little awkward. Whatever, I'll work with it. We'll figure it out. I need to get myself some TVs maybe, some more supplies, maybe make a huge corner couch in here because that's how I roll. And then you can sit here and then watch like the zombies falling off the edge if you wanted to. While the forge is going, just go in here and just chill out and watch zombies fall by. I think that's a great view. Way better entertainment than TV, right? Stupid boob tube. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead here, guys, take another quick break, and when I come back, I should have either most of this or a good chunk of the living room done. We'll take a look at some different concepts. I'll see you guys very shortly. And we're back. So I've gotten quite a bit of work done here. As you can see, I've got my living room together. What I've decided to do in this room to bring light to it, because I wanted to do a nice wood ceiling. So what I've used is a specific block called barnwood. There we go. It has a different texture than all the other wood blocks have, and I actually really like this texture. So I use that as wood beams to go across the whole build to kind of give it that wood, you know, that cabin-like feel, and also did the ceiling off and capped it off in wood plates. Now this posed as a challenge because when I went to put one of these down, of course I can't put candles there now because there is a plate obstructing that block. So what I did was I brought them all the way down to the floor, sat them on top of a modern brick block, and used them as actual decoration in the center of the room and to serve as light. So this room is not nearly as bright as the other room. The living room's kind of dark in how it is, but I really wish they had candles you could like put on top of a table or something. That'd be really nice. But this is how it is. It's all done all together. I like it. You can kind of chill out on the couch. I have room for all my no friends. And you can chill here and watch these zombies fall to their death comically. It's actually quite fun to watch. I turned around and got to witness one earlier. It just kind of like, and off it went. I wish I got that on tape. It would have been a lot better. But it is what it is. So I've also used in here the sandstone as a wall again to make it look nice. Now what I've realized as well here too is I don't have a way to get around to the back to where the drop shaft is. So I'm going to have to go ahead and do the drop shaft layer in the back there, as you guys know where it is. I'm going to have to dig a tunnel from this side going all the way over to that side, but what I'm going to do for that tunnel is actually dig it in right about here and go in this way and then over to where the floor will be so I can get down to the bottom quite quickly instead of having to run out the front and jump onto the hay bales, because that won't always be an option, especially when this is all sealed off and a done deal, because that front ladder is going to go once this is all done and I have the back part in. Now I've also looked at elevators too, and it doesn't look like it's going to be a possibility to bring on the server. So what I think I'm gonna do for that back room is just create a ladder shaft and do the original thing like the missile solo, I guess. It's just gonna be a little tricky building something round in such a small space. So I'll have to lay down some blocks and everything and take a look at it before we do that project. But I think it'd be really cool to have a missile solo kind of in the back there. Cooney Hills bunker base missile solo thing going on. But in here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to recess the kitchen down to this block down here. And I'm going to go down, I think, well, you know what? A one block space should be good enough. So I'll just go down one more space down this way to that pole right there. And make this a little farm back here. Oh, you know what? I'm not actually going to do the farm. What I'm going to do is build the wall right here. The wall is going to come in right here. And then I'm going to recess the kitchen down into that floor, have a little spiral staircase into it, and then a tunnel going to the back part. And what I'll do for this section right here to keep the natural sunlight and everything in, I'll keep it all the way to the ceiling, but what I'll do is I'll go up there and I'll put glass down on top of it. So that way the light can still come through it, and it'll make some cool shadows too coming through the trussing. So that's an added bonus. So this will be like a little sunroof. I'll bring it all the way to the front, I guess, and have it exposed up to the top. So I'll need to build a wall there, and I'll also need to go ahead and upgrade the rest of that wood pole so it matches, because I've only upgraded to 2 blocks so far. The ones underneath don't. Well, the kitchen's gonna go in there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a lot of work and hopefully not fall off the edge there. And then of course my cotton up top should be good enough to go now. So I should be able to go up there and also duplicate that as well. And we're getting into the where I'm able to get 500 cotton per haul. So we're getting good with the cotton farms, so that's good. And we've gotten most of this done. I was gonna put the kitchen down this way, but I think I can just run this into a hallway, and then this can just go. Maybe I'll find something to do with these rooms later, because I may as well use the space, right? But I'm happy for now how this turned out. What do you guys think? That pretty much wraps up this whole episode, though, guys. That's all the time I got to build today. This ran into about 5-6 hours. I don't even know. I just start playing when I get up. Record when I feel it's good to record, and then stop playing once I'm exhausted. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm exhausted. So I just want to remind you guys, because I missed it a few episodes ago, always back up your game saves, stay classy, and always survive. I'll see you in the next episode, and if you haven't done so yet, check out my second channel. No videos, they'll be coming soon, but it's also down in the description. Have a good one, guys. Hit it, you bunch of dirty hippies.
Let's nail this rally free motherfucker.